This video is an introduction to Ethernet over copper. Ethernet over copper, typically referred to as EOC, is a relatively brand new innovation that is quickly becoming the preferred option of businesses when compared with T1 lines, bonded T1, and fractional DS3. It utilizes twisted copper telephone cable pairs that are usually already in place in older service locations, so no time is wasted waiting for new fiber circuits to be built out. Ethernet over copper offers broadband speeds depending on location from between 2 to 20 megabits per second. Ethernet over copper is restricted by distance and for that reason is not available in many rural areas. A top speed of 20 megabits per second is typically only offered to companies that are within 7,000 feet of the regional telecom carrier's central office. Businesses that are within 8,000 feet of the central office can acquire 15 megabits per second. Finally, businesses that are within 11,000 feet of the main office can get 10 megabits per second. Due to the fact that huge cities are densely occupied, they usually have numerous telecom main offices throughout the city to satisfy the needs of a large population. For this reason, a big portion of the businesses located in large cities can acquire Ethernet over copper bandwidth. Due to the fact that T1 lines and bonded T1 cost about 2 times as much as Ethernet over copper, many companies that are within the distance range of Ethernet over copper now choose it rather than T1 lines or bonded T1. Ethernet over copper is just as flexible as T1 lines and has the ability to effectively bring PRI, analog, SIP, and hosted PBX voice telephone services in addition to integrated and MPLS networking. This relates to excellent savings for companies that are presently receiving their voice, internet, integrated, or MPLS network services through T1 lines, bonded T1, or DS3 service. As mentioned earlier, Ethernet over copper now provides these businesses the chance to cut their telecom expenses as much as 50% or more each month with totally free setup and no upfront costs. Another significant advancement with Ethernet over copper is that it now facilitates hosted PBX. With integrated hosted PBX, businesses no longer have to purchase and keep their own on-premises PBX devices to get the exact same phone system functions. With hosted PBX, all features such as call waiting, call forwarding, caller ID, voicemail, and about 20 more functions are all offered online and configured through an easy-to-use control panel. With Ethernet hosted PBX, businesses no longer need to place their calls over the public internet to take advantage of the numerous features offered with a conventional PBX service. Now all calls are carried over the private network of the telecom carrier and never touch the public internet. Hosted PBX service also supplies endless free long-distance and toll-free services for companies. Most businesses currently using T1 lines, bonded T1, and fractional DS3 to meet their VoIP telephone or networking needs can save up to 50% on their overall telecom bill by changing over to Ethernet over copper.